was a player I wanted to ask because, Coach, you played with, like, some freaking dudes in Baltimore. Like, just to name a few, some of the best players at the position.
Ever.
Like, Ray Lewis.
Best at his position.
Ed Reed.
Best at his position.
Jonathon Ogden.
Best at his position.
Let's see, Terrell Suggs.
Arguably one of the best. Shannon Sharp.
One
of the best.
Sanders.
Deion Sanders, best at his position.
Like, Coach, those dudes, and you're just a guy from Maine, and you're like seeing these. What's that like?
It's I did the numbers, including Ozzie Smith, who was the GM there. It was like 9 Hall of Famers, which is pretty amazing.
That's wild.
Yeah, and they were all different, right? They, like Jonathon Ogden was just so naturally skilled. One thing they all had though is they were competitive. And that's what kids don't get. They're 6'2", 220, or they can run this, they can run that, but they don't realize like that everybody at some point is that. It's the competitive. Those guys were so competitive. Then you had like, they were clearly freaks of nature, like Shannon Sharp. The way he would lift, and Ray Lewis is like, what people don't realize when he was in his prime, he was 255, 260 running like he did. Ed Reed is the best safety ever played. Jonathon Ogden was 6'9", 330. His arms were 10 feet long. Like Peter Boulware was a Pro Bowler. Mike McCrary was a Pro Bowler. Like they had borderline Hall of Fame careers, but they had injury issues. They would have been Hall of Fame guys. They were all had those freak bodies in terms of length and all that kind of stuff, but they were all so competitive. So competitive. And that's what separated them from the other good players. But yeah, it was great learning from them, watching them from afar. And it was hard, because, you can't emulate your game after them. Certainly, Jonathon, I'm never going to be able to do what Jonathon could do. You can't do what Deion Sanders can do, what Ed Reed can do, but it's great to be around them. There's some leadership qualities to there and all interesting personalities, but the biggest thing I took from them is the competitiveness. To the point where like, when I was at the end of my career and I was a guy that was high stress and always working and, I felt I needed to be because I was a good athlete, but not the best type of player. But even in my 10th, 11th year when I knew it was winding down for me, I always thought Ray Lewis had this energy, even if it's that false bravado, right? Like fake enthusiasm is better than no enthusiasm, but he always had it at practice. And it amazed. I don't know how he could do it. I mean, I'd be exhausted just listening to him, let alone doing it. But those great players, man, just loved the practice, loved the game. He elevated the level of the team, but it was great, man. It's great to have that, seeing those guys live on a week-to-week basis,